जय श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों पर नतमस्तक होकर बंधन लेंगे। दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, चित्त अपना सहस्रार पर रखकर महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र कहेंगे। दाहिना हाथ धरती माँ के ऊपर रखेंगे, बाया हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, चित्त अपना सहस्रार पर रखकर श्री माँ से प्रार्थना करेंगे। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आप कृपा करके हमारे ईड़ा नाड़ी के सारे दोष धरती तत्व द्वारा दूर कर दीजिए। दाहिना हाथ श्री माता जी को, बाया हाथ आकाश को करिए। प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे पिंगला नाड़ी के सारे दोष आकाश तत्व द्वारा दूर कर दीजिए। बाया हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर, चित्त अपना मध्य नाड़ी के ऊपर। श्री माता जी हमें संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए। चित्त को सहस्रार पे लाकर प्रार्थना करेंगे, श्री माता जी हमें ध्यान के लिए निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। ऐसे स्थिति में हम श्री माता जी के अमृतवाणी सुनते हैं।
In India, we believe that that God Himself takes incarnations with His Vishnu principle. Whenever there is the decline of righteousness and tries to elevate. every incarnation has done a lot of work. बोलू नका कोण आहे इतक्या जोरजोराने बोलायचं नाही and have done also work within ourselves. Now, this is the knowledge we had in India long time back. But when they talked about incarnations, people started worshipping them as some statues or some sort of an images which were sold in the market and were made by people who had no right to do that. But it is described in the Puranas that we have got some of the places where many कोण आहे पोलिसांना सांगा काय चाललंय ड्रायव्हर काय करताय they have said that in many places in India and all over the world, the Mother Earth has created beautiful deities to tell the people or to sort of tally with whatever described in those olden books. And all these are called as Swambhu. They are created by themselves. Unless and until you are a realized soul, you cannot make it out whether these are real or not. You have to have vibrations to see that they emit vibrations quite strongly. A stone starts emitting vibration, but it has a form, it has a coefficients. So how this is being created? There have been quite a lot of miracles in this country of these incarnations. Like Ramadasa, who was the guru of Shivaji Maharaj, it is said that he, in his own time, the Mother Earth emitted out, manifesting, they say 500 Hanumana. I don't know the number is correct or not, whatever it is. But the one, they found a statue in the waters of Angapur. It was Ramadasa who found it and was kept there. And there was a statue of another goddess, Anglai Devi. Must be meaning England, I think. Goddess coming from England must be Anglai Devi. Whatever it is. So they wanted to remove those statues from there. And they said that the statues would not move. So they had to ask for forgiveness. And with great difficulty they could remove those statues to one place called Chafal where they are kept. Now, why they took it to Chafal? Because there was one Hanumana created. And this Hanumana, they wanted to change the face, the architects. So they went on deep down, trying to find out how far does the stone go. So it went on and on and on and on for, I don't know, thousands of feet they went down. And they saw it was still standing on one rock straight forward. So they gave up and they kept as it is. All such miracles have been here to show that these are Swambhus. But then people started making statues and started worshipping, then making more statues and worshipping. As a result, there were incarnations, other incarnations, as we think that Dattatreya, the primordial master, took incarnations on this earth, and most of them then tried later on to say that we should not talk of the flower, but we should talk about the honey, and we have to get to the honey. So they started talking about the Ruh, about the all-pervading power, about Brahma Chaitanya. All of them practically talked like that. Not in the beginning, I would say, but later on, when they found that the people were just busy worshipping any stone, get from there, put some, they became just stone worshippers. So another kind of religion just came in, which just said that we should believe in God Almighty and we should just worship Him as a abstract God. So this abstraction also turned out to be futile, because when you talk about flower, you worship the flower. And when you talk about the abstract, you just talk. It's a talk, 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 talk. You cannot get to the honey. So even if you talk about the honey, what's the use of talking about it? You have to have it. For that, we have to become the bee. And that is why it is important that you have to have your self-realization. And in every religion whatsoever, even in Islam, it is said you have to become a wali. In Christianity, it is said you have to be born again. In Buddhism, it is said you have to become Buddha. Means you should be knowledgeable. In Mahavira's things, they said you must get your self-realization. Lao Tse has said it. Just you should start from Socrates onward. Of course, we should forget about Plato and these people, because I don't think they had much sense of spirituality. But most of these people have talked about self-realization. And there's no religion in which they have not talked about self-realization. Even in the Judaism, or where they believe in the coming of the Savior for their salvation. Even they have talked about it. So it is all described in Quran. There's a complete surah describing about the sent one, means the avatara, means the incarnation. And also said that you won't believe, you won't accept, and all those things. So now once you are realized souls, then only you start seeing that all this talk is futile. You have to become a realized person. If you get your realization, then only you can get over the superficial illusions and you can go deep into it. All these illusions are there in all the countries, in all the religions, and that's why there is a problem. And we have seen people suffering from the pangs of fundamentalism. As I have given another lecture about paramodernism, in that I have talked about Russia, that Russia has now withdrawn. When one side has withdrawn, the rest of the people, now whom are they going to fight? If this another side is not going to fight, this side is left out, and they don't know what to do with their armaments and everything. So this was the great work of Gorbachev, I think, and he's a realized soul, so he could see the point, and the way he has managed is tremendous. And now the main problem is fundamentalism, and that comes out of ignorance. Ignorance and also selfishness, because people want to say that this is my religion, this is my prophet, this is my guru, this is my master, and all those things. But actually, they don't belong to any party, to anyone, they belong to the whole world. One can understand if you establish something for your protection from other parties. But to start yourself in a way to establish a falsehood. Surprisingly, very surprising, I don't understand human beings. For such falsehood, they are very happy to join, and so many will join without even thinking, knowing. They'll all club together for a nonsense like that. For a nonsense, human beings always club together, but for a sensible thing, they don't want to understand. So now we are coming to the point of puja, because there are so many new Sahajogis who might not have known what is a puja. Now, as it is now, you all believe that I'm Adi Shakti, and you have proof of it. Puja is one of the way you can have the proof of it much more. Because when you are doing the puja, my deities, which are within my chakras, they get excited and they feel happy and they want to emit more vibrations. And when they start emitting more vibrations, then you are surprised that how after puja you get so drenched and you just feel elevated and at a much higher level. Of course, it is true that during the puja time you feel very much elevated. For some time you can keep it up. Some people definitely retain it. But some people go up and down like a yo-yo. They don't have that capacity to retain it. That is why one has to meditate in thoughtless awareness to keep up that status, that higher status. But the puja of only of the goddess is allowed, puja of the god is allowed. But we must know who is the god or who is the goddess. So doing the puja of every person blindly, anybody who comes forward says this and that, should not be accepted. You'll be surprised, for the first 4 years, I didn't even allow them to have any puja whatsoever. Even they said, you are our guru, so you should allow us to have guru puja. I said, nothing. I will not. Then first, after 4 years, on the Navratri day, they wanted to have one puja. I said, all right, you can have it, but very few people. And then they found that that puja gave them so much of vibration, so much of elated spirituality. And they touched so many dimensions suddenly that then they started requesting me, Mother, you must give me a puja. Even in India, where we have this system of puja, people have no idea how to really do it. It was very embarrassing, but I had to tell them each and everything, do like this, do like that, you must have like this. I was working it out this way. First time I went to Delhi, you'll be surprised. If somebody can get hold of that photograph, I was just shrunk. I was just shrunk, the whole body had shrunk, I'd become so thin. And I was so shocked because they were using all plastics and things from used in the thing, all kinds of things. Oh God, I said, now what to do? So I never used to also allow them to give me any money or anything before. Then I said, all right, start with 1p. We started with 1p. Gradually they increased. Because I thought that they don't know that you have to use silver. And then out of that money, I said, all right, I'll buy silver. I'll put my name on that, so it's my property. So whatever you have given me is mine, so-called, and is with you. That is how we started this proper understanding of the thing. That we have to have a particular type of metal, particular type of styles. Now these metals have an effect on us, very much effect on us. And in what metal you do the puja also has an effect. It's all a science of spirituality, which one must understand is very important and should be done in a proper way if you have to have the best results. It's like a science. And so the puja started. And I think now people have got quite a good sense of it. Now it is, in Maharashtra especially, they are experts, and it's very difficult to argue with them. So they said that, Mother, we are supposed to give you a sari. When they are such experts, they said, no, we have to give you a sari. Then I said, all right, give me ordinary sari, I will not take expensive. And they argued with me, this thing, that thing. It went on and on and on. And, then it started on to, they said, we cannot give you falsary. I said, all right, give me anything. Then it has become so expensive now. See, so I've been requesting that now for future, try to understand that now I'm old, and to an old goddess you can give something simple. This. But nobody is willing to accept. Now we are growing so much, this, that. All right, let us see how we reconcile each other. So this is how it is. That it makes no difference. But it does, in a way, what importance you give to everything that you want to do. It's very important. It's the complete attention, dedication, and the complete importance that you give to anything that you do is very important. If you do not give it the highest priority, it doesn't work. If it is just by the way, it doesn't work. So it is important to understand that if you have to gain anything in this puja, you have to give it the highest priority. And then just before puja, if your mind is telling you or doubting, just tell him to stop. Because that mind can act against you. So for the puja, you should be all prepared in a way, in a receptive way, and receive it. आप लोगों को अंग्रेजी तो काफ़ी समझ में आती होगी. जो मैंने बात कही है आपको सबको मालूम है कि जो हमारे अंदर बैठे हुए देवी देवताएं हैं वो आपकी पूजा से बहुत प्रसन्न हो जाते हैं और बहुत ज़ोरों में वाइब्रेशंस छोड़ना शुरू करते हैं, कभी तो ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा, चाहे आप उसको अब्सॉर्ब करें चाहे नहीं करें. और अगर आपने उसको अब्सॉर्ब नहीं किया तो मुझको ही तकलीफ होने लग जाती. इसलिए सबको बहुत खुले दिमाग से, खुले हृदय से, पूरी आर्तता अंदर ला करके पूजा में बैठना चाहिए. जिसने जितनी आर्तता होगी उतना ही उसको फायदा होगा. इसलिए शुद्ध इच्छा होनी चाहिए, अंदर शुद्ध इच्छा करके. और माँ हमारे अंदर आप ऐसा कुछ रंग भर दो कि वो उतरे ही ना. एक बार जो रंग भर गया तो वो उतरे ही ना, ऐसा ही रंग भरो, ऐसी मन में इच्छा करके आपको बैठना चाहिए. अच्छा, अब काफ़ी देर हो चुकी है और ये सब बेकार कहीं इन लोगों ने पुलिस वाले लगा दिए हैं, उनके साथ बैठे बैठे भी टाइम गया. फिर उसके
जय श्री माता जी। आज के इस ध्यान के लिए श्री माता जी को धन्यवाद करते हैं। श्री माता जी आपको कोटि कोटि नमन, कोटि कोटि नमन। श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों पे फिर से नतमस्तक होकर हम बंधन लेंगे। जय श्री माता जी।